I told you this match weirded me out a little bit. I didn't really feel comfortable making a prediction because of the fact that these two teams were so familiar, because of the fact that this revenge factor played in for Jamaica. It's like when you're walking down an alley, you see a guy off in the distance, he's walking towards you while you're walking in the opposite direction, and you do a quick take and you're like, who's that? I don't know, man. What's going on here? Sketchy. Shady. I felt it was shady as fuck. I felt sketched out predicting this match. Very tough. And I just had a feeling something could go down, but I'm not sure what. It's like you see something, but you don't know what it is, and you don't know if it's a threat. So this match sketched me the fuck out. Jamaica are going to a second consecutive Gold Cup finals. First of all, what a free kick. Did you see the curve of that ball? Oh my god. You know, I had tuned in mostly to the second half. And I thought, you know what, yeah, this is going to penalties. By like the 74th or so minute, I was like, it's looking like this is going to penalties. Or maybe Mexico will grab like a late winner. But when that hit the back of the net, I didn't even know it was a goal at first. I don't think most of the people in the stadium knew it because there was no reaction. The commentators on FS1 didn't know what it was. Wow. Just wow. You know, looking at this match, I watched the second half. I watched highlights of the first. And all I have to say is Jamaica executed their game plan more efficiently than they did in the group stage game against Mexico, where they held them 0-0. Do they have Mexico's number now? I'm not sure. But they forced Mexico to play their game, not the other way around. Mexico just kept sending way too many long balls, crosses into the box, and they weren't finding the end of any of their forwards. Too many, one cross after another. At moments in this game, they didn't push enough numbers forward in attack. And I thought that Jamaica just knew what they were all about. They became very predictable to the Reggae Boys. So, and Blake, I told you, man. Blake, goalkeeper of the tournament, man. Jamaica are into the final of the Gold Cup. Wow. Mexico are out in the semis. What does this mean for the Mexican national team? What does it mean for Juan Carlos Osorio? I don't know. I don't know just yet. My initial reaction, excuse me, I got the hiccups. If you want an initial reaction, I actually don't think this puts Osorio's job into jeopardy. At least not immediately. Who knows? I could wake up tomorrow, news, Osorio sacked. And I told you I was going to make a video on whether or not he should be sacked, but it was going to come after the Gold Cup. I have a post-Gold Cup summer schedule, right? Does this impact whether or not he gets fired? I don't think so, because he will be able to lean on the excuse that it was a third-string Mexican side, that they had gotten to the semifinals after winning their group, after conceding only one goal en route to the semifinals. And I think the Mexican Federation will keep him in place. For now, I'm not saying it's the right decision. I'm not saying it's the wrong decision. I just think that's going to be the decision. So keep in mind, this eerily mirrors what happened to our coach, the United States, Jurgen Klinsmann, in 2015. We lost to Jamaica in the semifinals. He wasn't sacked, but that was the first chink in the road to him being sacked. That was one of several steps along the way that contributed to the decision to get rid of Jurgen Klinsmann for the United States. And I think that's going to be one of the steps in the road in the decision for the Mexican Federation to get rid of Osorio. Not going to be the main one. It's not going to be the main one. If Mexico had crashed out of this tournament in the group stages or had went out in the quarterfinals for the first time in over a decade, then yeah, I think Osorio, the chances of him being fired would have been like raised exponentially. But now with this, it's touchy. I think it doesn't look good, but I don't think it's a nail in his coffin, so to speak. Will he get fired for this? My prediction is no. I don't think he will, but it's going to contribute to him being fired down the road, down the line. And now the United States gets their opportunity for revenge against Jamaica in the final. Jamaica got their revenge against Mexico. Now we get a chance to get ours in the final. I hope we do it. How crazy would it be if Jamaica eliminates the United States in 2015, loses to Mexico in the final, and then beats Mexico in the semifinal, and then loses to the USA in the final? It would be heartbreak for them because it would be 2 losses in a row in the Gold Cup final to the 2 main regional powerhouses. There's something rather poetic about that, I think. But for the most part, Jamaica just, well done. I was wrong. They took the game to Mexico. They didn't just take the fight to them. They forced Mexico to play their brand of football. And Mexico looked stifled. They couldn't break through. And for the most part, what does this mean? I mean, you saw the reaction, the shock in the stadium. This was played in Pasadena, I believe. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. So this was full of thousands and thousands of Mexicans, Mexican Americans watching this match. The howling and the booing was deafening. I'm here watching it on my TV. I watched it on my TV, and it was like the stadium just couldn't believe it because it had happened so close to the end of the match in the 87th. I think it was the 89th minute, wasn't it? So it was a late punch in the gut. It was a stunner. And Jamaica's off to the final. And they're going to use this momentum. They're going to use this confidence to say, you know what? We need to get the job done this time. Take that trophy home to the Caribbean for the first time ever. So that's going to be fascinating to see how it unfolds. So leave a comment below, like, subscribe. What are your thoughts on this match? And I'll see you in my next video, which will probably come, if not tomorrow, then the day after tomorrow, where I give my prediction for the Gold Cup final. There is no 3rd, 4th place game. I wish there was. Because it'd be cool to see Costa Rica and Mexico play it out to fight for something. So, until then, guys, have a good night. Much love. Peace out.